When the Manitoba branch of the Canadian Handicrafts Guild was established, there was no specific location that they could call their own until 1951. For the first 23 years, branch members met in churches, homes, and community centers, and they often held their annual meetings at the Winnipeg Art Gallery. In November of 1935, members opened a guild shop. For the first several years, the shop was located in the Power Building and later moved into the Paris Building in the 1940s. Members of the branch had been dreaming of a permanent home for years, and on January 29th and 30th of 1951, members of the branch happily moved into their new space, what they called the Guild House. The space, located at 183 Kennedy Street, became the permanent home for the Guild House, the permanent collection, and the library. It took a significant amount of effort, especially in terms of fundraising, but to have a place of their own made it all worth it. Over the next few decades, the Manitoba branch continued to grow. During these years, the Guild House saw several expansions. One of the many benefits of having the Guild House was being able to have a permanent location for the Guild shop. The new shop was opened on February 5th of 1951 and remained in the same location until 1997, when the Guild disbanded. The shop helped artists and artisans by providing them with a market, an objective that was important to the branch since its establishment. Carol Kay, one of the numerous volunteers who helped run the Guild shop, shares some of her memories in this oral history interview.
So I worked, I was a Friday worker. I can't remember if it was every week or every second week or so, but I went down and worked in the shop, and my partner was Lisa Austin, and those were the best afternoons because the shop was busy enough to make it interesting to work there. But then Lisa and I had lots of chat time. And she was a wonderful craftswoman, and she reminded me a bit of my mother. And so the guild became very important to me because it was a nice new connection. We had connections. My husband came to the university, so we had friends. We were meeting people at the university, but the guild was my own thing, and I really liked that.
The opening of the Guild House also meant that there would be a permanent home for the collection that the branch had been developing since 1933. The first items in the permanent collection were a set of Polish dolls from the president of the Polish group, Ms. Stanislawa Zoliski. Preserving crafts was one of the driving forces of the branch, therefore the members were delighted with this donation that marked the beginning of their permanent collection. The library was also established in the 1930s, and like the permanent collection, it moved into the Guild House. Over the years, the library has developed into an incredible resource for anyone interested in crafts, with materials dating back from the 19th century and spanning to the present day. Both the permanent collection and the library were passed over to the Manitoba Crafts Museum and Library when the Crafts Guild of Manitoba disbanded in 1997. The permanent collection now houses over 10,000 artifacts, with the oldest dating from over 1,000 years ago, and the library contains approximately 3,500 books and 1,500 magazines and journals.